Okay, let's do this. Just for the laugh. Class will get soon, don't be tardy. I know this isn't the intended thing, but hear me out. There must be a reason for there to be classes. I'll be your teacher for biology. My class will learn about various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. Pokemon more. In this class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. So your Pokemon. That's great, huh? Putting your Pokemon out in Pokeball isn't a great idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk alongside you? That's right. The correct answer is that you should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How's about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the species. And that just reminds me of the walk Pokemon thing. This is an image I've got saved on my laptop, so I don't know where to find it. But this was back in the Heart Gold Soul Silver, where they had follower Pokemon for all the sprites, right? So, female trainer has come into a Pokemon Center with an Onix following behind her. That's the pixel art. Then below that directly is a sketch of Onix coming through the building's roof. And it walks through behind her, just smashing the building up. And the Nurse Joy in the front of the image, because it's a perspective shot, just absolutely freaking out. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeballs while outside, okay everyone? I think I see them out and about in the classroom from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become closer friends with your Pokemon pals by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember to use the Zero Ball to throw the Pokemon. Start a wild battle, yep. So yeah, the flotation devices was a thing in okay, so we can revisit old classes. Miss Time. Oh my god. They were a thing in Arceus. So they'd have like a flotation ring as a platform for them to stand on. Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Miss Time. I will be your maths teacher. Sorry to put you on the spot for a quick. Let me ask you a quick question. You enjoy numbers, arithmetic, and the like? Yes. Maths is my jam. Oh my. Thank you for your honest responses. Some of you may like numbers, some may not. I think that makes a wonderful mix. No matter your opinion on math, I hope you find yourselves enjoying our lesson together. I do my best to find a way to match up your interests with all types of math lessons. Speaking of which, are you all caught up on your studies with Pokemon type matchups? For example, Grass is strong. Yep. You seem to be good with Pokemon, so let me ask you this. Bearing in mind that water is strong as fire, if you use a water gun and hits a fire type Pokemon, what becomes move's damage? Doubled. Weak 2, super effective tactic. It multiplies the damage of the move by 2. On the other hand, using a move's type of Currently, resist isn't effective, divided the damage by 2. I don't need to encroach on this territory, of course, but I thought it'd be best to lighten the topic up with an example. You can make maths fun, even those of you who don't like the subject. Yep. Do you think we can blitz through all the school stuff? Let's have a fun class today. You all enjoy shopping, buying tasty bread, or choosing new clothes. It's window shopping. So much fun. Today's class, I'd like to use shopping as one of our hobbies. I'm going to teach you all about math. I'm sure everyone here has visited Pokemon at least once. They sell lots of Pokemon items. Pokeballs are worth 200 each. And then okay, this is a trick. You receive 11 because if you buy 10, you get 1 Premier Ball. That's correct. With 2,000 euro, you can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any one type of Pokeball, you will also receive 1 Premier Ball, a special white ball, as a bonus. Fun note, a Premier Ball has the exact same effects as a regular Pokeball, it's just a different color. So the correct answer is in fact 11. Be sure to get a nice little bonus like that on a shopping trip, isn't it? I believe Premier Balls, as far as I know, go back to Gen 3? Oh my, is that the bell? Suppose. But now I'm on a show. But yeah, Premier Ball's been a thing for a long time, which is why I always bought Pokeballs in packs of 10. Because it means that you get a bonus one. It's the most efficient way to get your most out of your money. Okay. So Maths 2 is not available yet. History of Miss Rainfort. Oh, here's the Arceus glide-in. Oh, I see some new students here with us today. My name is Rainfort. I'm the one who impart knowledge of the past into your little minds. History is a wonderful thing, truly splendid. The lives of our ancestors throughout history forged the path to the present in which we live in. Today we shall learn the most mysterious location in all Palladium, the Great Crater. As you are all aware, a massive crater known as the Great Crater of Palladium exists in the heart of our region. I am sorry, my nose is stuffed. The area inside the crater is called Area Zero, and research of its geological strata and materials composition has shown that the crater is in fact over 1 million years old. Huh. It was long believed that a certain something rested at the bottom of this mysterious crater. Aha, perfect timing. Contact, answer me this. What exactly believed rests the crater? It would have to be treasure. Pokemon Center is stupid and a Snorlax, while hilarious, doesn't make any sense. It's correct. You're a surprisingly clever one, aren't you? I see you did your homework. No? I'm just able to do reasonable deduction. Prior to coming to my class. That's right. Some believe that a treasure more valuable than anything else in the world rested in the depths of the Great Crater. So much for dreams of treasure hunting, though, as the lab has built in those very depths. Oh, and before I forget, you would all do well to remember the Great Crater and Area Zero are both off limits to all but those who have official business there. Do not entertain the foolish notion of gallivanting off to Area Zero in search of riches. No place for children dreaming of treasure and adventure. Besides, if it were all possible to investigate the area, I would sure be the first to do so. Oh, is that the time? Must have gotten swept up in filling your minds with knowledge. In the lesson, we will unravel more history enigmas together next time. Also, it's hilarious how Nemona is back in class even though she ran off to do the gyms. Okay, let's cover biology too. Learned something new today. I recommend picnics and spend quality time together with your Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table and make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Guerrero's class is the best place to go. Now, sometimes while you're enjoying a picnic, your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in your basket next to your table. This very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's say it together. Eggs. You all got it right. Very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the basket rather than stealthily by a Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't not warm up by sitting in boxes though. You'll need to have them in your party. And here's your super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon entrust us with their eggs because they believe in us. So I'm sure you'd be happy to see you all bring responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Oh my god. Whoops. Most important point, right? Oh, Ray. Ah, dear. Do. Did the time of day change? Because suddenly you have a Gengar and there are Noibats. It's now evening. Time of day did change. We have been studying so long that it went from day to evening. Okay, so you're the battle instructor. Wuss. Say hello to your battle instructor. The one, the only, the hot-blooded Dendra. Wuss is the karate thing. By the way, look it up. Age 25. My hobby, working out. My type, well, fighting. Strong, muscular fighting types, of course. and yet you have a Medicham there. That's all for my introductions. As for my class, this is where you all get to learn the nitty-gritty of Pokemon battling. We'll start with the basics, so that no trainer gets left in the dust. Even if you're new to this stuff, have no fear. Leave it to me and my muscles, and you'll be pros in no time, cheese. Let's start with Fighting Spirit Ablaze together. Pokemon have all kinds of attack moves that at their disposal, and each one has certain qualities that you'll want to remember. I'm talking about power, type, and category of these moves. Higher power means more damage, especially if your opponent is weak to that move type. Heads up, new kid, question coming your way. There are two categories of attack moves can fall under. What are they known as? Physical and special. Awesome. You're just as sharp as I expected. New kid, looks like you have a handle of the basics. Yep. So there are three categories. Physical, special, and the non-attacking type, status. That's it. If we were to expand the idea of moves to 5 move slots, there's technically a fourth called a passive, or in Pokemon's case, their abilities. But of course, Pokemon have only one ability, and it can't use up a move slot. So they can have similar behavior to moves. Anyways, attack moves are split into two categories, physical and special. Physical moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's attack stat is, and are resisted by the opponent's defense stat. Special moves do more damage the higher the Pokemon's special attack stat is, and are reduced by the opponent's special defense stat. This means that if you have, say, a mixed attacker who has good attack and special attack, it's better to prioritize which stat the opponent's weaker with. So to use the example of a wall, excuse me, Snorlax, if I remember correctly, is considered a special wall. So it has a high special defense, but a low physical defense. I might have that wrong. Which means it's better to use physical moves against it rather than special attacks. Also, ever since Generation 4, physical and special moves are not related directly to type. They're individually related to the moves, which is a good change. On the other hand, side of things, Pokemon getting hit by moves take less damage by having higher defense or special defense stat respectively, which I literally just went over. In conclusion, Pokemon with good physical moves should raise their attack stat. Pokemon with good special moves should raise their special attack stat. Try to raise both of these stats equally just to make it hard for the Pokemon to shine in battle. This is not 100% true. There are some Pokemon that are good as mixed attackers. An example of a mixed attacker is Lucario. Lucario has strong attack and special attack. He also has access to decent moves of both types. A mixed attacker is able to deal with Pokemon that are better at specialized at defending against certain attacks, or they have a really weak defense or special defense. That being said, like, sometimes it is best just to invest into one attack type, since Pokemon, in terms of combat, is very, very offensive focused, and very focused on speed a lot of the time. Bulk tends to get you nowhere, mostly because it's one-on-one fights. Make your strong points stronger, I always say. That goes for people, both people and Pokemon. Oh man, just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're out of time. We'll generally meet for class here in the schoolyard, even for book learning. Nothing like the fresh air to study more, make study more fun, am I right? The class is over now. Take care, you little rascals.